It's time to share more baked goodness with you. We love the popular cinnamon buns and poppy seed buns, and it's time to make something fruity like these raspberry buns. They are made with a quick yeast dough and they're filled with a raspberry lemon filling. Of course, you can always use some other berries like blueberries, blackberries, currants, whatever you like most. It's made with cashews and white beans to have a healthier version of the traditional cream cheese frosting. You can even make these raspberry buns for breakfast, as a snack, or for dessert. We serve them slightly warm and topped with the frosting. They taste perfect and they're a little bit warm still and like fresh from the oven. So let me show you how to make these amazing buns. To get started, stir the 2 1/4 teaspoon yeast in a half cup water and let it stand for about 5 to 10 minutes. In the meantime, stir 4 tablespoons almond butter with a 1/4 cup sparkling water until it is creamy. Add the remaining ingredients to the almond butter. 5 cups flour. You can use whole white wheat flour or whole wheat flour. A half cup sweetener of choice like date paste or maple syrup. I'm using maple syrup this time. Add a 1/4 cup sparkling water, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 6 tablespoons aquafaba and a 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon powder. Add the yeast water and knead the dough for about 8 minutes. If the dough seems too dry, add a little more water. It is important that the dough is slightly sticky, but that you can still remove it from the edge of the bowl easily. Let the dough rise for about an hour. Now beat the dough briefly so that the air can release and let the dough stand for another hour at room temperature. In the meantime, prepare the raspberry filling. To do this, defrost 2 cups of raspberries in a colander. Mix the raspberries with 1 teaspoon cornstarch, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract and the zest of a half lemon. For the frosting, put all the ingredients plus a 1/4 cup cashews, 3 tablespoons water, a half cup white beans, a 1/4 cup maple syrup and 1 teaspoon lemon juice in a food processor or high-speed blender and mix to a creamy texture. There shouldn't be any clumps left. Taste the frosting to see if it is sweet enough for you. If necessary, add a little more maple syrup. Put it in the fridge until the raspberry buns are ready to serve. Now we'll prepare the buns for baking. Preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius. Roll out the dough into a rectangle. Roll it out pretty thin. Now spread 4 tablespoons almond butter or seed butter on it. Top it with a 1/4 cup chopped dates and distribute the raspberries. Now roll up the rectangle from the long side And cut 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters thick rolls. Place the rolls on a baking sheet with a little space between each roll. I line it with parchment paper. Let the rolls rise again for about 30 to 45 minutes. It is important that these noticeably rise. Now bake the raspberry cinnamon buns for about 25 minutes. The raspberry rolls do not have to get brown. It is enough if they are baked through. This keeps the rolls soft and fluffy. Let the buns cool down a bit and serve it slightly warm with the frosting. Do not forget to check all of my tips on the blog post. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe and give it a thumbs up if you did. I will see you again in the next video.